I mean, I can...
Chair recognizes Representative Talarico.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I know we had a very contentious hearing on this bill, and I know if we vote yes on the bill, we'll have a very contentious day on the floor of the House. I also know my colleagues, who I love very much, like Chairman King, think they're helping with this committee substitute, and I appreciate that desire to help. But as Representative Bernal has said, this is putting a velvet glove around our hate. Or as my mother would say, it's putting lipstick on a pig. Still a pig, though. It's still codifying the non-inclusive UIL policy that we currently have. It's still elevating this hateful rhetoric to the House floor. It's still giving oxygen to this absurd and dangerous debate. It's still tarnishing our state's reputation with people and businesses around the country, around the world. By voting this bill out of committee, we are continuing to waste precious legislative time. There will be amendment after amendment on the floor from both sides of the aisle, and there is no way to prevent this bill from becoming worse on the floor or in conference. And so I urge my colleagues to put this to bed now. I know many of you don't like this bill, because you tell me you don't like this bill, but you think this is a compromise. But if history has taught us anything, it's that you can't compromise with hate. And at least Representative Hefner, when he was here as the House bill author, he believed in what he was pushing. This is cynical. It's craven. Every witness during this hearing, including the bill author, could not name a single documented case of a trans athlete causing a problem on a sports team in Texas. Not a single one. This is a manufactured problem. The only reason we're doing this is because certain Republican legislators, not on this committee, I'll add, but some of our Republican colleagues want to brag to their far-right primary voters that they hurt trans kids. It's the same voters who think the election was stolen, the same voters who are pushing us to waste time on these culture war issues. There's no other purpose to this bill than to hurt kids. And I didn't come here to hurt kids, and I don't think any of you came here to hurt kids. If we vote for this bill, I fear it'll be a stain that we can't remove. It'll be enough to tarnish the good name of this committee. It'll be enough to overshadow the good work we did last session. I know we all have to vote on our conscience, and I pray for forgiveness for this committee and for the members on this committee that I love very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.